Hey guys, what's up? It's Games with Brains, and here's another life story. This one's a little bit different. I'm just gonna start off by saying I've done opioids or opiates before, and this was definitely not the first time I did it. In fact, this was very recent because I have very, very, very bad stomach problems, and they reoccur. They're always there. I always have stomach pain every single day. I'll say that right now. It's just something I have to live with. Some people live with back pains, Some people live with headaches. Some people, just have problems. And I have stomach pains, so sometimes when I eat, I just can't do it. Some days I just can't eat. And I get nauseous, and I just feel sick to death. And, one of those bouts happened very recently, and it was so bad, I was like, I don't think I need to go to the hospital, I don't think I need to go, it hurts real bad, but it was very similar to what happened to me about a month earlier. Pretty painful, but wasn't crazy. I mean, no, it was crazy. I mean, it was some of the worst pain I've been in my life. I don't know what I'm talking about, but it was very, very painful. And I didn't think I had to go to the hospital, but at one point, I was just like, this is absolutely terrible. So I went to the hospital. They got me in right away, which is great. Got me right into a room. Great hospital. Very good doctors, very nice people at the hospital. I got there, took my blood pressure. They put that thing on my finger and whatever, and I was just basically sitting there, in pain, and they didn't know what was wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me even still, because it's been multiple things throughout my life. Before I've had an ulcer, before it's just stomach acids, which can lead to an ulcer, and ulcers can kill you, and if you guys are watching, I mean, don't be worried. It's not like, it worries me every now and then, but I don't think it's terrible. It's pretty bad, but not necessarily something to be worried about right now, but for me at least. Anyway, this is kind of a hospital story, but it's also an opiate story, because after that they put an IV in my arm, gave me some fluids. I forget what it's called, but it starts with an S. They do it all the time, every time they give someone an IV, and it's just a little shot of liquids, and I think there might be some kind of antibiotic or something in it. Some people have really strong taste buds like me, can taste it when they inject it into your arm, which is kind of weird, because, I don't know, but it's just kind of like a salty, salt-watery, it tastes kind of like antiseptic, just weird. They just put that in me, then they put a whole, IV bag of water, and then finally for the pain, they finally gave me an opiate, or, just a pain relief. I was like, I'm in so much pain, can you do something to give me this? And there's this pill, I forget what it's called, I even have it, I take it every now and then if my nausea is pretty bad, but, it kind of backs you up, so I don't take it all the time. I take Prozac every day for stomach acid. Anyway, aside from the point, this pill, and it's also in IV form, in liquid form or whatever. They gave me some of that, and I forget what it's called. I'm sorry. Someone can say it in the comments, and I'll probably have another story that revolves around something with my stomach at some other point. I can figure it out, or I'll put it on the screen or something. Don't count on me for that, but they gave me a lot of that. Then they gave me this painkiller, and the painkiller they gave me is called fentanyl, whatever. It's an opiate, and I want to tell you guys how strong this thing was, because they said this is a really strong opiate. I don't know how much they gave me, but I know they gave me 2 doses. One was a full shot, and the second one was like a quarter, a third, fourth of a shot, probably about a third, and I'll, because they came in, gave me it, they're like, you might feel a head rush, which is really funny, because they injected me with the shot into my IV, into my arm, and I am not condoning the use of this. And also, opiates can cause stomach pains. All painkillers cause stomach pains, but there's a line between taking so much you're gonna throw up, and and also compared to just taking it to take the pain out, And I needed the pain out of me, and it is a narcotic, and no matter how much they give you, you're probably gonna get the recreational effects of this. It will take away pain, but I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not telling you guys either to just go to a hospital, fake pain, or be in real pain and ask for this, but I did. They gave it to me. It's called fentanyl, and I have this chart pulled up. I'll probably put this on screen, almost definitely. You can find it on Wikipedia. It's just a comparison of painkillers. Okay, so aspirin is not an opiate. I don't know what it's made from, but the strength is 1/360 if equivalent dose to 10 milligrams of, say, hydrocodone is around 10 milligrams of hydrocodone is equivalent to 3,600 milligrams of aspirin. And taking 3,600 milligrams of aspirin will not get you high. It's not a narcotic. It won't get you high. Ibuprofen is a little bit stronger. That would be, it's 220 seconds of just relative strength to painkillers, I guess. Tramadol is a painkiller. They prescribe it to dogs a lot. I've taken Tramadol before, because they do prescribe it to humans too. But I have taken it recreationally. I'll just say that. That's another story though. Tramadol is 1/10. It's 100 milligrams compared to 10 milligrams of hydrocodone or anything. I'm kind of going off just common painkillers and common names. Oxycodone this strength is 1.5. And it's about 6.67 milligrams compared to 10 milligrams of hydrocodone. I'm not exactly sure how this works out, but you guys probably can follow, and if I share it, I'll probably link the chart and put it on the screen, so yeah. Morphine orally strength is 1, so oxycodone is actually stronger than morphine orally. But morphine in the IV is 3 and 3.3 milligrams, which is about twice as strong as oxycodone. Fentanyl strength is 50 to 100, and it's milligram relative milligrams to, once again, like 10 milligrams hydrocodone or 3,600 milligrams aspirin is 0.1 to 0.2 milligrams for fentanyl. And I don't know how much they gave me, but they gave me one shot. I remember two because they put the IV in, and I saw a lot of air bubbles going in my veins, and I've heard of people who do heroin, and, you know, if you put an air bubble into your vein and you might die, it'll go to your heart, and there's air in your heart, and you're fucked up. You're dead. So I told the nurse about that. I was kind of freaking out. Oh my god, I just looked. Because I looked for heroin on this list. There's a lot of different things I'm saying in this. I'll try to make myself a little more clear here. Diamorphine, it says in parentheses heroin, its strength is 4 to 5. And fentanyl is 50 to 100. So I don't know exactly how this works, because that doesn't sound real. I mean, heroin's gotta be stronger than this. I mean, they gave me this, and heroin's illegal. You can't give someone heroin in a hospital, so I don't know exactly how that works. But anyway, they gave me fentanyl. They told me that. I asked them, and they told me. So, yeah. And it did get me the pain away, so that was good. It actually made me hungry, which is weird because most opiates will make you not hungry because it'll make you sick to your stomach almost. Not even almost, just completely at some points. But, you know. Okay, alright, let me read this. Strength is defined as analgesic potency relative to morphine. Okay, that's why morphine's highlighted. Okay, alright. So yeah, fentanyl's really strong. They gave me probably a very low dose. They might have given me less than 0.1 milligrams. It might have been really diluted with water or something. All I remember is they put it in me. The doctor walked out of the room, and I just started going, whoa. It's not like a stoner, like, whoa, dude, but it's like a head rush is what they call it. And I was sitting there, and I was just... I had fun, honestly. It was a nice time in the hospital, which is a weird... Usually hospitals are not a nice time. but it's not like I had to get surgery. In fact, they did give me a CAT scan is what they made me do. They actually told me I was going to be in there for a couple of days because they thought I had appendicitis, and they were going to take my appendix out. They were seriously about ready to take my appendix out. A doctor told me this, walked in and said, it's very likely you have appendicitis, you're probably going to have a surgery done. Antibiotics might help, but you're probably getting a surgery done. And this is the one thing that pissed me off about this time at the hospital, is that they said that to me. I was literally preparing to have a surgery. My mom called my brother, I was talking to my brother. I mean, like, it was serious. I was preparing to have a surgery of my appendix getting taken out. And then the surgeon comes down and tells me that it's not going to be a surgery and that I'm not going to even be there overnight and that it was just like stool, okay? They said I was constipated and they had to give me a laxative. And I don't know, honestly, if that was the case. I'm sure it was part of it, but I'm still having stomach pains. Anyway, that is what happened. They gave me a laxative and I shit for all night, a couple days. But yeah, the surgeon comes down and tells me it's not that. I mean, you're gonna be leaving today is what the surgeon tells me, and I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, what? Oh yeah, one other part is that they gave me the CAT scan, which I completely passed over, and I got wheeled. I didn't move, I was just sitting in bed, high off my ass on, like, fucking opiates, just rolling through the hospital, just looking around me with an IV in my arm and blood pressure on my other arm, and they wheel me to the CAT scan room, which is a pretty crazy room. It looks like a big supercomputer, and they put this IV that's water and iodine in my vein. And what iodine does when it's in you is it gives you a heat, just a heat rush. That's not what they said, is a heat something. But whatever. Apparently for guys, it most of the time only goes down to their like private parts usually, and for girls it goes all the way down to their legs, I guess. But I guess not all the time for guys. Sometimes it goes to their legs, but whatever. So the guy, I don't know what he is, probably a nurse. The nurse, I guess, put the IV in me, and there's like a prepare scan, then they scan you, so I have to put my arms on the thing for the IV to go in, and the IV with the iodine is used to actually be able to look. It's easier to look with it at like what's wrong with you. It's just easier to see in a CAT scan, and the heat rush, it was not what I expected. I thought it was going to be like, oh, I'm going to be pretty warm. But I'm just going to say, my balls, it starts in your throat and starts going down your body. And it's very weird. It's really weird. It's unexplainable because it feels like you're burning from the inside out. It might not be as hot for all people, but for me, it burnt. And in my balls, I mean, my balls were burning. And I mean, saying that's weird, but it happened and it was freaking me out. But, yeah, this was a pretty crazy story, and I just wanted to tell you guys about it. Sorry if it was a little bit confusing, because there was a lot of stuff that happened in it. I honestly probably could have made that into 2 or 3 stories. But, yeah, if you guys are a little confused, feel free to tell me, and I'll try to explain it a little bit better, either in the comments if it's a little thing, or I might just remake the video. But thank you guys for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.